Newsreel. Real news, real quick. The expected Republican wave was merely a ripple in the 2022 midterm elections. Republicans lost a U.S. Senate seat in Pennsylvania, where John Fetterman beat Dr. Mehmet Oz. It appears the Republicans will have 50 seats to the Democrats' 49, as the Georgia race between incumbent Democrat Raphael Warnock and challenger Herschel Walker will go to a December runoff where, once again, as in 2 years ago, Georgia voters will determine the balance of the U.S. Senate. Republicans gained at least 4 net seats in the U.S. House of Representatives, where Western states continue to count returns. Trending suggests the Republicans will have a slim majority in the U.S. House when the counting ends, so that California Congressman Kevin McCarthy will likely be the next Speaker of the House. Other than in Ohio, where Republican J.D. Vance won, Trump-backed candidates fared only in a mediocre fashion. In Arizona, Democrat Mark Kelly held his U.S. Senate seat against Trump's endorsed candidate Blake Masters. Similarly, New Hampshire Democrat incumbent Maggie Hassan easily beat veteran Don Bolduc. It wasn't a particularly good night for Donald Trump, who had many of his endorsed candidates losing. But it also wasn't very good for President Joe Biden. In a nationwide exit poll, 67% of the voters told the Edison Group they don't want Joe Biden to run for re-election. 60% of Democrats agreed. Meanwhile, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis won big in his state with almost 60% of Florida's vote, setting him up as the frontrunner for the 2024 GOP presidential nomination. Facebook's parent, Meta Platforms, Inc., said on Wednesday it will let go 13% of its workforce, or more than 11,000 employees, in one of the biggest technology layoffs this year as the company battles soaring costs and a weak advertising market. The pandemic boom that boosted tech companies and their valuations has turned into a bust this year in the face of decades-high inflation and rapidly rising interest rates. Russia is transferring 32-year-old Brittany Griner, the WNBA star convicted of drug possession, to a penal colony on Wednesday to serve out her 9-year prison term. And finally, Hollywood star Sean Penn visited Ukraine on Tuesday and exchanged gifts with President Vladimir Zelensky, telling him to hold on to his Oscar statuette until Ukraine defeats Russia. And that's the way the world is. See you next time.